And I can type in this chat, which is what I'm gonna do. So you see it? Do you
I
see the
can't.
chat?
I'm on full screen. I can't see anything.
Okay. All right, cool. So I won't type in the chat.
I can go back.
No,
You
it's
see?
cool. It's cool. You don't have to.
Uh,
Okay, well you're live.
all right, that's cool. I'm just waiting.
Yeah.
Hey, you can see how I look outside. You can't see how I look outside. Huh?
No, I can't see outside at all. It's raining.
No, my turn.
Oh, it looks beautiful.
Don't it, man?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Your Instagram family is on. You got about 10 people on there.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I got the TikTok coming on too. So I
All right,
guess I
cool.
go.
Behind you, pull that curtain. It's open a little bit. Thank
This.
you. Yeah,
All
perfect.
right. Hey, that's Matakuya I'm drinking.
From the garden?
Hmm. With
Nice.
some bitters in it.
Oh, nice.
It's bitter. Anyway, hey, all you beings out there, welcome, welcome. Hey, I appreciate you guys showing up. I know it's been a minute since y'all seen me on here. It's 2026. Came in with a bang, didn't it? Y'all see how things been coming? Man, it's been amazing. The things that's been going on. I mean, yeah, that's not what we're gonna talk about, but I had to bring it up. I want to give a shout out to my man Ray. He came from Cali here to Honduras, and I have to give him a shout out for that because he's like 22 years old and never been out of the country, and came with his book, How to Be Human, in his hand, where he had questions as to how he performed certain of the functions that I talked about in that book. So yes, shout out to you, Ray. You inspired me, man. He inspired me. He inspired me to continue doing what I'm doing. He let me know if I just reach but one individual, I've done a lot. All right. So there it is, right there on screen. How to Be Human. He came with it in hand. Man, it made me feel good. I was like, look at you. He's like, man, I got to, because it's about us. It's about us becoming the best of ourselves. So, yeah, I encourage y'all to go out and get that book, man. It- with little it can help. I'm sure it can help in some small way if we just apply the simple things that I put forth in that book. Hey, y'all, I know a lot of folks go, oh man, it's 2026. I got to do something new. No, you have to do something new all the time. We constantly evolving. I was reading this thing and it said, and it's so true, that as we grow into high vibrational frequencies, we raise other folks' frequencies with us when they're around us. And that's what we should be about. But anyway, I want to talk about our nervous system, man. Man, we have some, our emotional body has been taking a beating. And in saying that, I hope you guys come to understand that worrying, stress, I can hear that loud, babe. Stress and worrying is devastating to our being, period. Why? Because when you start worrying, what you ignite is the flight or fight sensation within your nervous system. So then it tells your adrenal glands to release adrenaline. So now you're all hyped up. Your body is all tensed and ready for action. And you ain't doing nothing but tripping in your own head. Stop it. We're killing ourselves, y'all. With what? What you worrying about? Let's see. Worrying about if I'm going to get this bill paid. Why worry about it? If it's going to get paid, it's going to get paid. Worrying about my child going to be all right when I let them go over their friend's house tonight. Look, let me say something to you guys. Worry don't change a thing. What's going to happen is going to happen regardless if you worry about it or not. And then if it do happen, let's hope it happens for the betterment of everybody. All right, we need to keep those kind of thoughts in the forefront of our mind. We have started participating in a real negative flow of ideas, concepts, and expressions. Well, we need to change how that's flowing. We need to change that into a high frequency flow. And what do I mean by high frequency flow? That we don't think when something comes our way, we don't immediately go to, oh my God, why is this happening to me? No. We go to, man, how are we going to deal with this challenge? Because it's not you by yourself, it's the whole universe that got your back. So it's like, how are we going to deal with this challenge that's facing us right now? I guarantee you, every challenge that you face from this moment on will be different. And I can guarantee you this, you're going to always come out on the other side stronger and wiser for the experience. Can y'all get to that? Because that's what I'm coming with. Look, y'all, there's no reason in the world to worry. I used to tell my mom that all the time. Don't worry about me. Don't even bother. I don't worry about her. She's 86 years old. I don't worry about her. What I'm going to worry about? She's doing great. And she's going to keep doing great as long as she wants to. Because it's all up to her. No matter how much I think I can influence her, it's still, bottom line, it's up to her. And she's loving her life. And so I love her life with her. That's the kind of relationship I have with my mama. I love that she loved life like I love life. I'm pushing close to 70 now. I'll be 70 in a couple of years. What does that mean? Not a damn thing. It don't mean nothing. You know why it don't mean a damn thing? Because it's not the amount of years that you live. It's the knowledge and experience that you acquire while you're living, so that what? At this point in your life, when you reach 70, or 65, or 55, you can reach it in a state of well-being and in a place of wisdom. That's why elders were so important. They was there to share their experiences, how can I say this? Their meetings or their binding with the spirit and moving with it. Because that's the only thing that's important, y'all. Look, we live in this material world. We know that. We know that these bodies are material. And yet, we also know that in this body being material, it is in motion. Every atom is moving. Nothing is still. Nothing is solid as we think it is. So in saying that, what I'm really saying is that since everything is in motion, when we speak words into the universe, we're speaking vibrations. And those vibrations create entities. So I want you guys to think about this for a minute. When you go, something happened, you go, oh my God, I can't believe that happened. Oh, that got me so, I feel so anxious and nervous and stressed. How's that helping? What is it helping? When you do that, what do that help? For real. I want you guys to ask yourself, what do it help? It don't help us at all. But when we stop and listen and then take deep breaths, I guarantee you, you're going to come up with a solution to whatever problem you think you're facing. You'll have the remedy. Simple. Simple. We do not like taking responsibility for what we speak and what we think. Remember, everything that we see is in the thought of the totality of everything. We are just another expression of that thought. That's how powerful thoughts are. So we reside in the mind of the totality of this, what we call galaxy, the Milky Way. Think about that. And here we are on the Milky Way in a vast array of all kind of galaxies in this universe that we live in. And this whole universe exists in the mind of the all. Get to that. And quit worrying about stupid stuff, because we don't have energy for that. Not in the days we living in. We living in a time where we have to be quick on our feet. We have to remember that healing and sickness and happiness and all that is but a thought. It's only a thought away. Only one thought. Think about that. Think yourself joyous. Think yourself rich. Think yourself whatever you want to think yourself. But think yourself not poor, not victimized, not none of those things that make you weak. It takes a grave toll on us. When we carry those kind of energies inside of us, it causes sickness because it creates an imbalance within us. And then we wonder, why am I so nervous? Why I can't stop talking? Why am I so introverted? All of it is a simple symptom of the same thing. Fear. We stress out of fear. We lie out of fear. We live in fear. We don't live in love, because love is open. It don't worry about a thing. So I want to encourage everybody to live in love. Not just say love, not just speak it out your mouth, because when you love yourself, you ain't never going to tell nobody, oh, I'm so worried about. Worried about what? When there's nothing to worry about when you're living in the state of love. What you going to worry about? Loving too much? I doubt it. So, the nervous system. Yes. It is the part of us that connects us to our brain. Man. So, and the brain being what? The motherboard. It's the motherboard, man. And so maybe a lot of us I need to talk in terms of technical stuff. We need a reboot. We need to reboot the system. And when we reboot the system, Don't start it with the same operating system. No, that's like taking a computer that's on Windows 7 and putting Windows 10 on it. No, you don't want to do that. You want to take that whole system out and put a Apple or any other system other than the Windows. Y'all, do y'all understand what I'm saying? We got to change the operating system that we've been operating from, because that operating system is corrupted. It was given to you corrupted. That's the messed up thing about it. Hey, y'all, I hope some of y'all have been going out since that thing just vanished. It sparked in my head. The new episode, the Jamaican Sea Moss Challenge episode of Holistic Journey. Hey, y'all, support that thing. Look, I'm asking you guys as your brother. Just go check it out. You'll enjoy it. It's informational. We're trying to go everywhere in the world. We've been doing this on our own. And no, we don't have no sponsors. We'd like some. Y'all want to sponsor us? We'd be happy. Hey, y'all bring all y'all sponsorships in, because we need as much sponsorships as we can get, because we're trying to go to Cameroon. Then we want to go to Thailand. We want to go to Cuba. We want to go all the places where people that of the indigenous kind use the indigenous kind of plants to heal the indigenous kind of sicknesses. Since everybody's so caught up with that, we want to help you guys so you can have an array of choices, because we like a lot of choices. Most of the time we make the wrong ones because we not connected to the most important thing, is that's ourself. When you connect it to yourself, you don't make dumb choices no more, because then you connect it to the everything that's everything, because you are everything that's everything. If you just allow yourself to be it. Hey, my eye act real funny right then. Y'all hear what I'm saying? 2026, y'all. 2026. Man, that sounds kind of, I don't know, funny coming out of my mouth, because I remember when I was 1974, somebody said, man, this is what 2026 gonna be. I looked at them like, what? 2026? Man, that is so far away from here. And here we are sitting in it. Now I'm talking about 1974. And here we are in 2026. And I'm gonna tell you, I've seen a lot of things change. And one of the things I've seen change is I have never seen so many young people who are so nervous and uptight and stressed out about nothing. No. That's amazing. That tells me the force and the power of social media. It tells me how much influence music can have on a generation. It tells me so much about so much, what pertains to so little about so little, because for real, I look at them and I go, man, I put intent that they find their way to elevate themselves, because that's what it's all about. That's why I love talking to youngsters in their 20s. I remember when I was 20, I wanted to talk to somebody like I am right now. So I endeavored to be that individual, because I didn't have nobody, didn't need nobody. And yet the Spirit brought everything that I needed to me. So that goes for all of us, and even more so now, because we're living in the age of the outpouring of knowledge. We're living in the age of the unveiling. And if you think that's bullshit, just look at what's going on right now. That'll tell you everything. All the lies that have been uncovered, all the disgusting things that we've found out about people who we put on pedestals. What? It's the time. Timing is everything. And we living in a time of change, y'all. So don't be too stiff. Don't be obstinate, because then you break. You know, when the wind blows and you a stiff stick and you have no pliability, back, you break. We don't want you breaking. We're trying to build a community of people that's full of power. I would love for all of you to be a part of that community, because in that community, sickness don't exist. Can you get to that? A community where sickness don't exist. That community exists right here. Sickness don't exist around here. It don't. You know, our minds are dangerous, man. And they've learned how to manipulate our thoughts to the point to where they have turned our own mind against our bodies. That's why we think we have urges that we can't overcome. We believe that. I can't stop doing this. Yes, you can stop doing whatever you want to stop doing whenever you want to stop doing it. You best believe that. That is not some idea. No, that is facts, universal ones. Because everything is in motion, everything is fluxing. And the only time it's not is when we put a halt to the flux. And so then when we put a halt to the flux, what we do? We go into the loop. So then we keep doing it over and over until the loop becomes reality for us and we live in a loop. That's how our habits are. You get in a loop. We can break any habit we want once we break the loop that it's in. And it's all in us. So I'm saying we have opportunity to nourish our material self. We live in these material bodies, y'all. To not be aware of what's going to be beneficial to it and what's going to be detrimental to it is detrimental to you. Because when you really come to understand what life is really presenting to us, we don't get caught up in no doggone food religions and all that madness. No, we don't. Because what we realize is that it's all material. And it's all going to do exactly what our thoughts tell it to do. How about that? The wise understand you can use higher laws to influence lesser laws to make them more pliable to your desires. Did y'all get that? So we have to start putting the work in. Look, the battle is here. That's where our battle's at. Our battle, and you don't have a battle outside yourself. It don't exist. All your battles is right there in the field of your influence, which is you. So I bid all y'all be good warriors and battle against all the stupidity that lives inside of us that make us believe that we sick, that we weak, that we victims. That's the war. Those are the things you have to battle against so that you can be who you are, powerful, full of health, full of wealth. Why not? Why not think on that level? Why not think about how splendid it is to be on this earth in this particular time and how powerful it is to be able to still breathe and walk and have your being in the life that you live in? I like George Clinton when he said, your life is yours. It fits you like your skin. It's yours. So let's stop worrying about what other folks is doing, because unless what they're doing is bringing some kind of elevation or enhancement to your life, don't worry about it. I ain't saying don't be aware of what's going on. Being aware and worrying is two totally different things. Being aware is just like being aware that there's a skunk walking across my yard. I'm aware of it. What am I going to do about it? Nothing, because it's on this journey. And you got to let everything be on this journey. That includes people. We so oftentimes want to call ourselves helping people when we ain't doing nothing but depleting ourselves, and we ain't helping nobody. So, in saying that, all I'm really trying to say is that put forth the effort to learn to love thyself first. And when you fully come to grasp with the love you have for yourself, then that love emanates out automatically. You ain't got to put no effort in it. It's effortless. Why? Because you already filled yourself with love. What else gonna come out? That's why you see people who fill themselves with bullshit. You hear all that bullshit coming out. They don't like when you tell them that, hey, why you want to bombard my ears with that bullshit you stalking? No, they get offended. What? I'm telling you how I feel, like that counts. It don't. Because we got to remember something. Our feelings is attached to all the ideas and all the bullshit that we've been taught that's been lies. And then so we feel like our feelings telling us something outside of what our existence is unaware of. Come on now. You playing with yourself. Your feelings is attached to the same stupidity that you've been taught that you're going to teach your kids. So let's stop playing and get real. And start realizing that, hey, it ain't about how I feel, it's about the knowledge that I have. Because once you acquire knowledge, knowledge supersedes the feelings that we've been taught to have. And then we operate from the knowledge that we know we have, and then we start seeing things change. But as long as we operate from the feelings that we consider that we have labeled to be so real, trust me, you're going to always come up short. Because you pull from the short end of the stick. Your feelings. Stop playing. That's why we see the craziness going on right now. Egotism. We see egotism displaying itself on a grand scale. Think about it. We need to humble ourselves, y'all. Appreciate what life is all around us. Life presents itself. I don't give a shit if you're in the city. I was in the city for a long time. That didn't stop me from embracing life. What it did, it gave me opportunity to manifest something that was way outside the city. That's why I live out here in the bush right now. And before I came here, I was in the middle of the city for years and years and years. I had spurts of coming to the jungle. Spurts. Since I've been 18, I went up in the mountains and spurts. But now this is my life. Why? Because now I have fully come to grips with, hey, if I'm able to manifest the thing that I most desire in my heart, why am I going to manifest anything but that's going to be beautiful and giving and producing and all the good shit that life has to offer? Why would I want anything less than that? That's why I didn't manifest anything less than that. I'm fully in alignment with what the universe have to give those who open themselves up to the direction that the universe is flowing in. Simple as that. We all have that ability. Nobody is special when it comes to that. That's why I like letting us know we ain't nobody special, nobody better than nobody else. We just have to learn to grasp the opportunity that sets before us when the door is open. We all have doors open to us. And a lot of times we walk away from them instead of stepping through them to experience something different, something new. It comes to everybody. Nobody is forgotten about when it comes to that. So, I don't know where we at, but it's good to be talking to y'all. It's good to have y'all. 2026. You made it to 2026. Think about how many people didn't make it to 2026. They're not even here no more. They didn't even get to see this shit. We did. We here. I'm glad to have y'all too. I'm glad y'all here in 2026, y'all. Rejoicing that you're here. Embracing something totally new. A new adventure. The journey continues. As they say, the marathon continues. Because this life is a marathon. And we got to be enduring. We have to have endurance in this race we call the human race. I don't know what we're racing for. I know what we're moving towards. We're moving towards becoming the totality of ourselves. To become what the universe created us to be. And we all being it anyway. Benefit from it. That's all I'm saying. Benefit from being. Because you ain't lacking anything. All we lack is an understanding of how to use what we have to make the best out of it in the moment that we are questioning those things. Simple. So let's use the resources that we have to better ourselves, to elevate our vibratory rate, because that's the only thing that's really important. The rest of this shit don't matter. It's material. We live in a material world, y'all. All right, so there's other worlds that's not material. Don't get it wrong. This ain't the only one. So since we know we in this material world, all right, we have to take it so goddamn serious. We need to lighten up and just realize that, okay, material has its limitations. But we're not just material, we're spirit too. That means we have an energetic part of ourselves, that mental part of ourselves, that part of ourselves that can send us into places unknown. Remember that. When we start remembering those things about ourselves, that's when sickness no longer have a place to live. Why? Because that's not part of that vibrational frequency. Not sickness. What? There's vibrational frequencies where certain things don't exist. They have vibrational frequencies where death don't exist. Get to that. So, those are the things I feel like we should be exploring. And I say, let's explore them together. Let's see what we can accomplish when we start using our energy to enhance ourselves, to move ourselves forward. And I have Aja on the other end of this, and if anybody have any questions, you guys can ask them. If you're on TikTok, I can't see the questions from here, so I won't be able to answer you. But if anybody has questions or things they want to say, feel free. Hey, babe, I hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't see any questions right now.
All right, cool.
Just a lot of agreement.
Oh, well, I'm glad y'all in agreement. But hey, I hope that we all come to understand that we are operating from one mind. This is the mind of the mind that we all a part of. We all a part of that one mind. That makes all this, it's in everything. Everywhere. you are that mind, and that mind is you. Think about that. And when we start really considering what we really are and quit pretending that we just these physical bodies, man, the places that we find ourselves. I was sitting in there on the couch earlier, and all of a sudden I started just seeing like lights shooting on the side of my head, and when I turned to look, it was like they was gone. But I mean, it was not like it was just a flash and a flash. No, it was like, I mean, it was just lights just shooting. Oh, I was like, what? And that was not something I see often. I think I was ready to move into another realm and stopped it when I focused my attention on the light instead of just letting go. But it's cool, it'll come back. But those are the kind of things I'm talking about. Moments. Every moment is a mystery unfolding before our very eyes. We just take everything and make it so plain and mundane. That's us that do that. Don't make your When we was kids, we did not live in the plain and the mundane. We created everything. We was creating, okay? Let's not forget that. Because it's your creation that you're going to face from this moment until you close your eyes on this realm. You are making the situations that you find yourself in, they are of your own making. And when we really begin to understand that, we start changing the kind of situations and circumstances that we create for ourselves. To creating the right circumstances for yourself.
Nope. Yep. So no question. So with that, if you're ready to, you can close it out whenever you want.
All right, babe. It's good to hear you. And
You too.
good. Hey, I love y'all. I appreciate that you guys take time to come and hear what I got to say. You know, I mean, if like I said, it just really helped me to see Ray come here when he had never left California. He had never been out of the country before, and come here with the book in his hand. And you know what? He left with a signed copy. I autographed that for him and gave a little word of wisdom in there for him too. So, you know, I was quite quite appreciative is the word, I guess. You know, these damn words. So with that being said, hey y'all, peace, love y'all. See y'all hopefully Thursday. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna do what I can do. All right. It's over. Say it ain't so.